Okay, so picture this. Siberia. Freezing. You need to get somewhere fast, but your Uber app is down. Classic. Enter the Siberian Husky, bred by the Chukchi people for, you guessed it, hauling stuff across the frozen wasteland. These weren't your average pups. They were basically canine athletes, pulling sleds loaded with supplies and looking fabulous while doing it. Fast forward a few centuries and boom! Sled dog racing is a thing. We're talking serious competition here, folks. Teams of these furry athletes, guided by a musher, that's the human in charge, race across hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles of snowy terrain. It's basically the Iditarod, which we'll get to later, but with more biting, hopefully not literally. From humble beginnings as a vital mode of transportation, Siberian Husky sled racing has evolved into a thrilling test of endurance, teamwork, and, let's be honest, who has the best-looking dog booties? Because who doesn't love a dog in a tiny sweater? It's a sport steeped in history, fueled by adrenaline and guaranteed to make you wish you had a pair of those fancy thermal socks. Now let's talk about the stars of the show, the Siberian Huskies. What makes these dogs such rock stars of the snow? First off, that double coat of fur. It's like wearing a built-in parka, perfect for, surviving sub-zero temperatures. And let's not forget those piercing blue or sometimes brown gasp eyes. But it's not just about looks, people. These dogs are built for endurance. They've got powerful legs, webbed paws for better traction on snow, like Mother Nature's own snowshoes, and a ridiculously efficient gait that conserves energy. Think of them like the marathon runners of the canine world, except way fluffier. And let's talk about their temperament. Huskies are known for their intelligence, independence, and, how shall we say, spirited personalities. They're basically the four-legged equivalent of that friend who's always up for an adventure, even if it means dragging you out of bed at 5 a.m., which in this case it literally does. They can be stubborn, sure, but they're also incredibly loyal and bond strongly with their musher. It's a partnership built on trust, respect, and probably a shared love of belly rubs and frozen fish treats. So you think you and your pack of fluffy friends are ready to hit the icy trails? Well, hold your sled dogs for a second. Preparing for a sled dog race is no walk in the park. We're talking months of intense training, building endurance and teamwork. Think of it like a canine CrossFit workout. Commands like G for right and Haw for left. And trust with mushers relying on lead dogs. Plus, a lot of equipment and food. Did I mention these dogs eat a lot? Up to 10,000 calories a day. Section 4, the Iditarod and other frozen adventures. Now for the main event, the races themselves. While there are countless sled dog races across the globe, yes, even in places that don't resemble a freezer aisle, the Super Bowl of the sled dog world is undoubtedly the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race. Held annually in Alaska, this grueling 1,000-mile trek from Anchorage to Nome is not for the faint of heart or paw. It tests the limits of both human and canine endurance, with mushers and their teams battling treacherous terrain, unpredictable weather, and the occasional rogue moose. Just another day at the office. But the Iditarod is just the tip of the iceberg. Other notable races include the Yukon Quest, another 1,000-miler known for its remoteness and challenging conditions, and the shorter but no less intense Bear Grease Marathon in Minnesota. Basically, if there's snow and a starting line, you can bet there are some very enthusiastic mushers and their furry athletes ready to go. These races aren't just about competition. They're a celebration of the unique bond between humans and dogs, a testament to the resilience of the human and canine spirit, and a great excuse to wear a really, really warm hat. Section 5. Excuse me coming through. Funny tales from the trails. Now, for the fun part, the inevitable shenanigans that come with hurtling through the wilderness with a pack of high-energy dogs. Because let's be real, as majestic and awe-inspiring as sled dog racing is, it's also got its fair share of hilarious moments. Take, for instance, the time a musher's entire team decided to make a pit stop at a hot dog stand. Apparently, the aroma of grilled meat proved too tempting for even the most disciplined canine athletes. Or the time a mischievous husky decided to steal a reporter's microphone during a live interview. Because who needs accurate reporting when you can have a chew toy? And then there are the inevitable tangles, wrong turns, and unplanned encounters with wildlife. Picture this. You're cruising through the Alaskan wilderness when suddenly, a ptarmigan, that's a type of bird, look it up, decides to play chicken with your lead dog. Chaos ensues, feathers fly, the musher contemplates a career change. These stories, often recounted with a mix of exhaustion and amusement by the mushers themselves, remind us that even in the most extreme situations, there's always room for a little laughter. Because let's face it, when you're dealing with sub-zero temperatures, sleep deprivation, and the occasional rogue snowball, sometimes all you can do is laugh. Section 6. Why we love watching dogs run in circles, sort of. So, why are we so captivated by these frozen races? What is it about watching a bunch of dogs pull a sled through the snow that keeps us glued to our screens year after year? Maybe it's the sheer athleticism of it all. The strength, the endurance, the unwavering determination in those doggy eyes. It's hard not to be impressed by these canine athletes, pushing their limits and defying the elements. Or maybe it's the heartwarming bond between musher and dog. The way they work together, trust each other, and rely on each other for survival. It's a partnership that transcends language, a testament to the powerful connection between humans and animals. Or maybe, just maybe, it's because it's a welcome distraction from our own chaotic lives. For a few thrilling hours, we get to escape into a world of snow-covered forests, breathtaking landscapes, and the simple purity of dogs doing what they were born to do. Run. Section 7. Mush, the enduring appeal of sled dog racing. Ultimately, Siberian Husky sled racing is more than just a sport. It's a tradition, a spectacle, and a testament to the incredible bond between humans and animals. It's a reminder that even in our modern world, there's still a place for adventure, for pushing boundaries, and for embracing the wild, unpredictable beauty of the natural world. And if we get to witness it all while snuggled up on the couch with a cup of hot cocoa, well, that's just a bonus. So the next time you find yourself flipping through the channels and stumble upon a sled dog race, take a moment to appreciate the history, the athleticism, and the sheer absurdity of it all. Because in a world that often feels overscheduled and overwhelming, there's something undeniably refreshing about watching a bunch of dogs and their humans brave the elements, chase their dreams, and remind us that sometimes the greatest adventures are the ones we share with our furry best friends. Now, Mush,